What is up, Steeler Nation? This is Outside Steeler Fan, and I will not be coming at you for the final time, but this will be my final video in reference to the 2021 Pittsburgh Steelers season, which wasn't all bad. But it wasn't the season we wanted, obviously, as Steelers fans. The season started off really promising with a huge upset win in Buffalo against the Buffalo Bills, week 1. Wasn't our prettiest game, didn't matter. No one and their mom outside of Steeler Nation had us beating the Buffalo Bills. We ended up taking care of business against the Buffalo Bills. Week 2, we're feeling really good about ourselves. We go up against the Las Vegas Raiders. TJ Watt goes down, groin injury. I think this is also the game Alualu went down, which really hurt our defensive line. Really, this injury affected our defensive line for the remainder of the season. He was out for the season. Just very unfortunate. Not making excuses for why we lost that game, but we would go on to lose to the Las Vegas Raiders, our home opener, which is very rare for the Pittsburgh Steelers to lose their home opener. And that's when all the problems begun for this Steelers team. Lose to the Cincinnati Bengals. And we lose our first 2 home games of the season. After that Bengals game, I knew this team had issues. Because that's just so uncharacteristic for the Pittsburgh Steelers to drop 2 consecutive games at home, back-to-back weeks. So I knew this team was had issues, a lot of holes. Fast forward to week 4 against the Green Bay Packers, recurring issues. Steelers now have lost 3 straight games. We end up going on a 4-game winning streak. Not playing our best football, but we were playing good enough to win. And but even wins, losses, just recurring issues. Tie game against the Lions, followed up by god-awful performance for 3 quarters, or maybe 2.5 quarters against the Los Angeles Chargers. And then finally clicking, late 3rd, early 4th quarter in that game. But just not enough. Even got the lead, even took back the lead on a Boswell field goal. But still, just too many holes. Defensive side, offensive side of the ball. We couldn't finish that game and get the comeback win. And this followed up by a throttling in Cincinnati, 41-10. Very forgettable game right there. And then after that, it was just, back and forth with wins and losses and just recurring issues. Let's talk about, and then we get beat up twice by the Kansas City Chiefs at Arrowhead. There was a difference, though, between our first meeting against the Kansas City Chiefs on the day after Christmas versus our second meeting against the Kansas City Chiefs this past Sunday in the AFC wildcard game. The defense played a solid first quarter. 4 consecutive possessions, forcing the Kansas City Chiefs on 3 and outs. Just solid on the defensive end, even getting 2 turnovers. One of those turnovers was a strip. I went over in my post-game video, But just to touch up on it again, one of those turnovers was a strip by Cam Hayward. Cam Hayward was able to strip it out of the ball carrier's hands. TJ Watt was able to scoop it up and run it in for a touchdown. We all in Steeler Nation, I know me and other Steeler fans at the Steelers bar, we were really psyched up, after that touchdown by TJ Watt to go up 7-0. We were feeling really good. I wasn't totally confident we were going to win the game, but what a start. You could not ask for anything else. Offense, nowhere to be found. Nowhere to be found throughout the entire first half. Nowhere to be found. I mean, you could say what you want about the defense, especially when it came to coverage in the secondary, but you have got to move the ball. You have got to possess the football. You have got to score points. You cannot continue to go 3 and out and expect your defense to constantly, especially against a superior offense like the Chiefs, you can't keep giving them opportunities. You have to limit Patrick Mahomes' opportunities. Just no breaks that the Steelers offense was giving the Steelers defense. In the defense, they were gassed out. Just after that first quarter, the Steelers that defense was just torched the rest of the way. Second half, the offense finally wakes up. Well into the third quarter, after all the damage had been done, Chiefs had already scored 35 points. They went up 35-7 on us. Finally, Ben Roethlisberger was able to put together a drive. And I believe on that possession, he ended up hitting James Washington with a spectacular catch. Corner of the end zone, a leaping catch for a touchdown. But I mean, wasn't going to bring us back. I'm not going to even say it's garbage time touchdown, but our defense was already gassed out. The Chiefs would respond with another touchdown to go up 42-14, and the game is over with. I like the fight in the second half, but obviously, the damage had been done and little too late. So that is the 2021 season, and kind of giving you a rundown of what all transpired in 2021, in case some of you guys are sleeping in a cave throughout the past football season. Not, I want to say this this season was a total loss, but at the same time, this kind of football is not going to give us that 7th Lombardi that we've been waiting for the longest of times. Major changes are going to have to be made, specifically on the offensive side of the ball, and definitely with the O-line. It's going to be an exciting offseason. We're in the first couple of days of the offseason. I listened to Mike Tomlin's season-ending press conference. He said a lot of interesting stuff, and all I know is what I got from that press conference is you can see it in Mike Tomlin's facial expression. It's going to be a long off season, and there's going to be major changes that are going to be made. What changes are going to be made? I don't know. Where do we start? I don't know. The first thing that's going to happen is Mike Tomlin having exit interviews with all the players. That's the first thing that's going to happen, and that's going to be interesting. The combines are going to be interesting. Obviously, the draft is going to be interesting. OTAs are going to be interesting. Training camp's going to be interesting. And then, the season is finally here. I think the preseason is going to be exciting. We finally get to see this team on the field. We finally, specifically the backups, get to see what this team is how deep this team is. I can't wait. Let's go Steelers. Tell me what you think, Steeler Nation. I'll probably be definitely watching hockey also while keeping keeping up to date with the Pittsburgh Steelers offseason. This is going to be Kevin Colbert's last offseason. So hopefully he can go off with a bang, just like I said on my post-game video on Sunday. But I'm definitely going to be watching Penguins hockey, obviously. I know this isn't a hockey video, but they are hot right now. So, I mean, hey, Pittsburgh, you know, at least we got multiple teams we can root for. But anyway, Steeler Nation, keep your heads up. I am pumped up for this offseason. I'm going to, you know, I want to have a more professional channel next year. So I'm going to work on that through the offseason. But I will keep people updated on the latest news. Also, I forgot to put this in my post-game video. Man, wasn't it a joy to see Juju Smith-Schuster return to the Pittsburgh Steelers? A lot of Steelers fans never thought they'd see Juju back on the field in the 2021 season. It was a confidence builder. It really helped my confidence. Obviously, Juju didn't put up huge numbers, but just to see him on the field competing was great. He made some good catches here and there, but man, it's nice to see Juju Smith-Schuster back. Let's hope the front office is able to work out a contract with him. I think it's very likely they will. Juju loves being in Pittsburgh, but nice to see Juju back, and let's hope he comes back next season because we're going to need all the help we can get. But anyway, Steeler Nation, keep your heads up during this off season, and let's go Steelers.